Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here. Happy Monday. We continue to track the threat for some thunderstorm activity in the area. So far, we've seen one severe thunderstorm warning, and that was into Hancock County here, just off on our western edge. Our western two counties included in that. No severe weather here at this current moment. We don't have any active watches either, but we are keeping an eye on some stray to isolated shower and thunderstorm activity. Rochester area dry and quiet here at this point in time. We are watching a cell moving through Dodge County, so that should be making its way into the Rochester region here pretty soon. But let's zoom in a little bit further here. Some heavy rainfall, some frequent lightning and thunder possible with these cells as well. We're kind of watching a couple clusters here throughout North Iowa, and especially one that could be producing a lot of heavy rainfall coming out of the Charles City area, coming from Floyd heading towards Howard County at this point in time. We do have a line of some showers and thunderstorms along the Highway 57 highway there through Dodge County into portions of Mower County, right now making its way through Dodge Center, and again heading towards Cass and Byron, and ultimately ending up in the Rochester area. So we also are watching a few showers and thunderstorms off towards Houston County, there towards the Caledonia region. Again, heavy rainfall, some gusty winds possible here. We may even see some small hail out of these thunderstorms as they move through the region. But zooming further out, a lot of rainfall further north, but more isolated activity for us here locally in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. And we do have a possibility of maybe seeing a couple of those thunderstorms becoming on the strong side. Severe threat, though, lower end, but not completely zero. We do have a level 1 out of a level 5 severe threat here in this green area. So Rochester area south, down towards Mason City as well. So a good chunk of the viewing area in that level 1 threat. But again, severe threats more so on the low side, with wind and hail being the primary concerns should we see any elevated, stronger, severe thunderstorm activity. So keep an eye on the forecast. Keep an eye on your First Alert weather app here for the rest of this evening. We'll continue to track out some of that rain activity here the next few hours, maybe some lingering showers and thunderstorms through about midnight or so. But heading into tomorrow, some more mild temperatures with temps around 7 a.m. into the 40s, gearing up though for a little more cloud cover and some very seasonal temps into the 50s here for Tuesday. We'll talk more about that forecast here for the upcoming week in your First Alert weather next. Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here with a look at your First Alert forecast. We do now have a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of North Iowa here this afternoon. Just coming in from the National Weather Service here. Latest update on this is a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is for Howard County. This has been warned for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and hail size up to about 1.25 inches in diameter. So we're getting close to quarter to more so towards ping pong ball size hail. So a smaller polygon here just coming out of the Elma area, and this is heading towards Cresco. Cresco is not included in this polygon in this warning. However, Cresco heads up. Now is kind of your first alert to be able to head into your safe spot here this afternoon. So this warning will be in effect until 5 o'clock here this evening. Again, make sure that you are heading indoors, away from doors and windows, and heading to that safe spot. A lot of heavy rainfall, frequent lightning, some thunder being held here with that thunderstorm. We'll kind of time things out a little bit here too. So Cresco, you do have a little bit of some lead time. This thunderstorm looking to be on your doorstep here, probably in the next 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes by about 4:45. Kendallville by about 4:55. Canton by about 8:08. Excuse me, 5:08, about 5:10, looking towards Maple by about 5:20, getting towards Spring Grove, and that's kind of pulling it out probably about an hour's worth in time. So Spring Grove by about 5:30 there. This thunderstorm is moving to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. And hail is kind of the main threat here with this cell. Looks like my information updated here, but we've been looking at some radar indications of at least quarter upwards of ping pong ball size hail, and this is right along Highway 63 right now. So just outside of the Elma area, this is heading towards Cresco. Cresco, you still have a couple minutes here to head to your safe spot. But if you're anywhere within this polygon here in Howard County, you need to be heading to your safe spot here this afternoon, heading it to shelter, at least inside, away from doors and windows. We are seeing a few more isolated showers and thunderstorms here. At this point, that is just our one thunderstorm, our one severe cell here at this point in time. Seeing some thunderstorms moving through the Rochester area. Coming out of Austin, heading along the I-90 corridor there. So still looking at some activity here over the next couple of hours. So you zoom further out, very isolated in manner. More so rain activity to our north, but at least locally for us here, very isolated in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. There is a level 1 out of a level 5 severe threat for us here in portions of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So a lower end severe threat, severe activity, widespread low, but the threat for severe weather not completely zero. So we may watch out for an isolated severe thunderstorm or two. It's just something to monitor here heading into that evening commute. Let's put things into motion with future track for tonight. We have a frontal boundary off to our west. This will help push those thunderstorms along. Most of this activity should be out of our area by about 6-7 o'clock here tonight. So especially after 7, things becoming a little bit quieter. We may see a couple stray showers and thunderstorms lingering from there, but most of that activity is out of here by about 7 o'clock. So the rest of the evening should be pretty quiet here as we transition then through about midnight. Any sort of rain activity would be done with after midnight. Heading into tomorrow, we'll be looking at more cloud cover here for the area, especially through Rochester, looking at high temperatures slightly below average into those mid to upper 50s. A look at that 10-day forecast. No first alert days here on the horizon, but a nice long stretch of some dry, sunny and seasonal temps in the 50s and 60s. That's a look at your first alert weather. We continue to keep an eye on a strong thunderstorm making its way into Winneshiek County. Chief Meteorologist Nick Jansen will have the latest forecast details. No warning at this point, but more on those thunderstorms for this evening is ahead. We started off our Monday with a little bit of some severe weather in the area. We had 2 severe warned thunderstorms in North Iowa. A viewer photo of some hail coming in from the Howard County area. So this is Davis Corners, Iowa. Jeremy setting this in. Some smaller hail in that direction, but we did have radar indicated reports of some quarter to ping pong size hail in that area. But at this point in time, no severe weather. We are done with the severe threats. We are done with any rain chances here tonight. Maybe some stray showers through portions of LeSueur, Rice, Goodhue County here tonight, but otherwise dry, quiet conditions. The cold front that sparked some of that thunderstorm activity now pushing further to the east. High pressure building in from the west. So looking forward to some clearing sky and some quiet weather heading into our Tuesday. A look ahead to tomorrow. We'll see temperatures a little shy of average with temps into those mid to upper 50s. Mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. Overall, pretty decent Tuesday, and looking forward to a good long stretch of some quiet weather on the way. More of those details is ahead.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. We'll check back in soon.
And since the rain has pushed across the Mississippi Riverside, we are looking to dry out here for tonight. No rain in the immediate forecast. Looking at some quieter and drier conditions here in the extended forecast tomorrow. Looking to track maybe a little bit of some sunshine, a mix of sun and clouds expected throughout the day. Temperatures just shy of seasonal average. We'll talk more about that Tuesday forecast along with a look at the week ahead next in your First Alert Weather. Things a lot quieter here at this hour compared to earlier today. A few spots seeing a little bit of moisture, some showers and thunderstorms rumbling through. A live look outside downtown Rochester here this evening. Roads and sidewalks drying out, as I mentioned. Still quite a bit of cloud cover. Temperatures still on the mild side. We're sitting into those 40s and still into those 50s in the Winona area. Mankato right now at 46, 47 in Rochester. A tad breezy, but much drier. Future track radar showing some pretty dry conditions across the area. However, we still have some rain activity up towards the Twin Cities metro area, and this will clip portions of LeSueur, Rice, and Goodhue County here this evening. The rest of us, areas south of that, especially along and south of Highway 14, should stay dry for tonight. The good news is our severe threat over with for tonight, so everyone in the clear here the rest of tonight. Cold fronts here just off to our east continues to push those thunderstorms further towards the east. Back off to the west, we have high pressure building in, so setting us up for a really nice, comfortable, dry stretch of weather. It's been a while since we've had these dry conditions. Overnight, we'll gradually see those skies clearing out and preparing for the upcoming week. A little cooler than average, but at least it's quiet. It's been an active last few weeks, so looking forward to some dry, quiet conditions. And the weekend, though, looking to see temperatures warming up a bit more. Overall, a pretty nice stretch on the way, especially by the weekend into next week. So looking ahead here tonight with future track staying overcast here for the area. After about midnight, we'll gradually start to see clouds clearing out from west to east. So by 7 a.m., we should manage at least a little bit of some sunshine. There may be some gradual increasing of those clouds by the afternoon, especially south of I-90. So more of a mix of sun and clouds here for your Tuesday. But looking at that long range forecast here, next 7 to 10 days. Not much. We'll be looking at a pretty dry stretch, dry for sure, come Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on Thursday here this week and possibly Monday of next week. maybe an opportunity for a couple stray showers, but for now, a predominantly dry forecast on the way the next 7 to 10 days. So some good news, especially if you're trying to get outside. I know farmers trying to get in those fields here as well have to dry out things a little bit before they can get back in. But looking ahead to tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. temperatures should be pretty seasonal, upper 30s to low 40s. And again, sunshine to kick off the day. Some gradual increase of that cloud cover for the Rochester area. Looking to see that mix of sun and clouds today with temperatures mainly towards those mid 50s. Elsewhere, we'll be looking at temperatures across the board from low to mid 50s, maybe some upper 50s south of I-90. Regardless, a dry day with a little sun sneaking in. 7-day forecast for the Mankato area, 50s through Friday before we jump back into those mid to upper 60s here this weekend. 10-day forecast for the Rochester region. No first alert days in store here for this good stretch. We're looking forward to quiet conditions here, 50s through Friday. 60s though returning this weekend, extending into next week.
Wow, look at all of that sunshine. We haven't had that yet so far in April. Well, it'll be into May now, but
yeah, heading into the new month. Hopefully that means turning the calendar means just kind of drying out, quieting down a little bit.
All right, thank you, Sarah.
We are done with the rain for tonight and maybe for a little while. Looking forward to a beautiful stretch of some dry weather, some sunshine included as well. Tomorrow we may end up seeing a few more clouds than maybe we'd like, but temperatures will be just shy of average into those mid to upper 50s. We'll talk more about the forecast for the week ahead and your first alert weather next. And we are saying goodbye to the rain and the storms. We'll check out a couple of your photos here this evening as we look forward to some drier conditions following some thunderstorms today. We did manage to see a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms passing through the area, staying mainly in North Iowa today. Some spots picking up a little bit of some rainfall, others staying drier. A viewer photo here today of some large hail that fell in Howard County here today. Kelly sending in this photo, roughly about quarter to ping pong size hail, and that's what we had that warning warned for as it moved through Howard County. This evening, done with the severe weather. We are drying out. A couple counties may see a couple stray showers here through Rice, Goodhue, LeSueur County, and up towards the Twin Cities Metro, but that should all be out of here by about midnight or so. So looking at some dry but cloudy conditions, that cold front that sparked those thunderstorms locally earlier tonight, now off to our east, pushing those storms out of the region. High pressure building in from the west. So looking ahead to tomorrow, looking forward to some nice sunshine periodically throughout the day. We'll see some cloud cover mixing in there as well. We'll see high temperatures tomorrow in the mid to upper 50s. Looking forward though to a slightly cooler than average stretch. So we'll talk more about those details coming up.
All right, thank you, Sarah. We'll check back in soon.
And we are looking forward to likely a much welcome break from shower and thunderstorm activity, tracking some sunshine, slightly below average temperatures though for our Tuesday. We'll see highs in the mid to upper 50s. Tracking more on the week ahead and a sneak peek to this weekend's forecast that's ahead in your first alert weather. Sky is gradually quieting down here tonight. We are done with the rain, done with the thunderstorm activity. Looking forward to some quiet but cloudy conditions here overnight. Still a couple spots, especially closer to the Twin Cities area, that could still see a little bit of some rain over the next couple of hours between LeSueur, Goodhue, and Rice counties here tonight. A couple hour window of some showers. But aside from that, everyone else looking very dry and quiet here at this hour. Cloud cover is still remaining. We have high pressure though building off to the west. So gradually we'll see those clouds thinning out heading into tomorrow morning, and looking forward to a relatively dry stretch of weather for an extended period of time, not just a couple days this time around. That cold front bringing in those quieter conditions, pushing out the rain and thunderstorm activity we had earlier today. And again, that high pressure system will make a big difference here for the region. So overnight, we'll see skies gradually clearing out and looking forward to that sun by tomorrow morning. And overall, a bit cooler in terms of temperatures for the upcoming week, but it will be quiet. So multi-day stretch, an extended chunk of time with some dry conditions. No major rain events in the immediate forecast. Looking ahead, though, to what should be a pretty beautiful and warm weekend for the area. Putting things into motion here tonight with Future Track. Here's the cloud cover overhead right now as we move towards midnight, especially into that morning commute here for your Tuesday. Looking at a quiet start to the day. Some sunshine. We will see some clouds kind of filtering in and out throughout the day. So more of a mix of sun and clouds with increasing cloud cover heading towards Tuesday afternoon. And over the next 7 to 10 10 days of relatively dry stretch of weather, a multi-day stretch, and not just a couple, but we should be looking at a good chunk of time here with some drier conditions. We may have to watch out for a couple stray opportunities Thursday and Monday, but no major rain events in the immediate forecast. So a lot of us looking forward to that break in the stormy action, I'm sure. Tomorrow morning, we'll be waking up, heading out the door 7 a.m. with temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s, very seasonal, and again, more of a sunny start to the day. Clouds gradually increasing. Rochester area here, we'll be looking at temperatures going from the 40s in the morning to about those mid 50s by the afternoon. And again, that increased cloud cover, especially towards that drive back home. Elsewhere, we're looking at mid to upper 50s here across the board. I think especially south of I-90, better chance at some upper 50s. Decorah may approach that 60-degree mark, but again, a filter, mix of sunny clouds expected for tomorrow's conditions. 7-day forecast for Mankato, seeing 50s through the end of the work week, then gearing up for a pretty beautiful and sunny weekend for the region, and especially temperature-wise. 10-day forecast for the Rochester area, similar story. 50s here through the end of the work week, some 60s, maybe approaching that 70-degree mark here this weekend, but sticking with those seasonal temperatures into next week.
Beautiful forecast ahead. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Nathan. Here's one more look at that 10-day forecast and something exciting here. No first alert days on the horizon here for the next 7 to 10 days. We will be looking at some seasonally cool temperatures just by a couple degrees here through the end of the work week. 60s, though, returning by this weekend. Maybe a shot at some 70-degree highs by Sunday, and that warm stretch, more seasonal stretch continuing into next week, and a lot of sunshine or opportunities for sunshine on the way here the next 7 to 10 days. So much needed and I think well-deserved break for all of us, especially the weather department here, not seeing any major rain or thunderstorm opportunities here for at least a little while.
I'm very relieved to see that. No more first alert days for a little bit.
I need a bit of a break.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 9.
We saw a couple spots, a couple cells that were strong to severe earlier today. The good news is no severe weather expected here the rest of tonight or in the immediate forecast, which is some great news, especially trying to be done and get a break from that rain. Quick look here, some hail falling in Howard County. Kelly sending in this great photo. Another look at some smaller hail just a little bit north there on Highway 63. Jeremy sending this in also from Howard County. As I mentioned, we are done with the rain for tonight. Dry conditions across the area, maybe some stray showers moving throughout portions of Goodhue County tonight. But aside from that, we will be looking at those quiet conditions. That cold front that fired off those thunderstorms earlier today now pushing further east. High pressure building in from the west. This will put us in a great position here for the next few days. Tomorrow looking to feature some sunshine, especially for that morning commute. But a few clouds will fill back in by that evening commute. Temperatures just a touch below average. We'll look to see highs tomorrow in those mid to upper 50s. Gearing up, though, for a very quiet stretch of weather. So, Brock, I think you'll finally be able to get some work done in those fields later this week.
Yeah, that nice stretch that we saw here tonight at 6, not to give it away for anyone, but a lot of sun icons, which is good news for anyone needing to be out and about.
Yep, so we'll have that full 10-day forecast later on.
All right, thank you, Sarah.
We are gearing up for a dry stretch of weather, not just a couple days, but an extended period of time of some sunshine and some seasonally cool temperatures for this week, but gearing up for more 60s on the way by this weekend and next week. More on that first alert forecast is next. A warmer day for today, and that was ahead of the cold fronts. We saw a frontal boundary passing through, sparking off a few showers and thunderstorms, even prompted a couple of warnings, mainly in North Iowa today. But those highs were into the 60s. Things changing, though, for the rest of this week. We are pretty much done with the rain for tonight. A few showers possible into parts of Goodhue County, maybe clipping the northern half of Wabasha County, but area-wide, we're pretty much done with the rain for tonight. Still some cloud cover expected overnight. The cold front that prompted those thunderstorms earlier this evening now off to our east. A lot of that severe activity, though, has been staying to our south and to our southeast. High pressure, though, is building in from the west. Looking forward to a quiet stretch of weather on the way. It's been a rather active last 3 weeks or so some changes on the way here. Much needed break for many. Heading into the rest of tonight with Future Track, we see those cloud cover melting away after about midnight tonight. Heading into tomorrow morning, morning. There's 7 a.m. That morning commute looking bright and sunny. Temperatures should be seasonal into the 30s and 40s. We will see cloud cover intermittent throughout the day and looking to see more increased cloud cover by 3-4 o'clock tonight or tomorrow afternoon. So more of a cloudy commute back home for the end of the day. Looking at that 10-day forecast here in terms of rainfall chances, pretty minimal. Not only will we see a multi-day stretch of some dry conditions, but really an extended period of time here with some dry conditions. We may have to watch out and dodge just a couple stray showers Thursday and possibly Monday, but no major rain or thunderstorm chances on the way here in the next 7 to 10 days. So a much welcomed break, I'm sure, for many folks here in the area, especially probably the weather department here too. Looking ahead to tomorrow morning, we are tracking temperatures pretty seasonal into the upper 30s, low 40s to kick off the day there, 7 a.m. As I mentioned, we will see some sunshine for the start of the day, though looking at conditions here for the Rochester area, cloud cover will gradually increase, especially by the late afternoon and that evening commute back home. Area-wide, temperatures will hover in those mid to upper 50s, better chance for those upper 50s south of I-90 into North Iowa. Rochester area, mid-50s, and same for Albert Lee, Austin, Owatonna. Mason City, Charles City could be looking at about 58, 59 degrees for those afternoon highs. 10-day forecast here for the Rochester area, looking at those slightly below average temperatures into the mid and upper 50s here through the end of the work week. Beautiful weekend, though, shaping up for the area. Highs in the mid to upper 60s, maybe approaching that 70-degree mark, the low 70s in North Iowa by Sunday. 60s and sunshine looking to extend even into next week. So as I mentioned, Brock, probably a forecast you are very excited about, and a lot of farmers and just a lot of folks just trying to work on yard work, get those done.
Yeah, smiles. Can you see them? Smiles.
Dare I say, probably the perfect spring forecast?
I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
I dare you. Say it.
I'm going to say it's a perfect spring forecast.
I like it.
Thanks, Sarah.
Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast here for Austin, Mason City, and Winona. A beautiful stretch of weather on the way the next 7 to 10 days, and no first alert days here in the immediate forecast. So a much needed break here for many of us as we enjoy some dry and sunny conditions. Temperatures, I will say, will be a little below average here through the end of the week, mainly looking at highs anywhere from the low to mid, even upper 50s expected here through Tuesday, from Tuesday through Friday. By this weekend, though, a chance at some 60s, even a shot into those low 70s come Sunday, but a widespread stretch of sunshine on the way. We may have to dodge a couple sprinkles Thursday and Monday, but no major systems on the way here in the immediate forecast. We'll be right back. Let's take one more look at that 10-day forecast. Something exciting to see here on the 10-day is no first alert days. Instead, a very dry stretch of weather, and not just for a couple of days. We look at a multi-day long stretch of dry conditions, a lot of sun icons. I will say temperatures, though, will be slightly below average into those lower to mid, if not upper 50s here through the end of the week on Friday. This weekend, though, I have to highlight Saturday and Sunday, especially Sunday. Check this out. Temperatures into the 60s, approaching 70 by Sunday. Heading into next week, we continue on with those seasonal temperatures into those lower to mid 60s. And again, just more sunshine. So a good opportunity to spend multiple days outside. We may have to dodge a couple stray showers, maybe Thursday and Monday, but no major systems, no major events on the horizon. So I think it's safe to say we can pack away the umbrella just for a little bit, but I think this really is a true beautiful stretch of spring weather here this next 7 to 10 days.
A calm couple of days in the weather department after you guys had a very busy last week.
And also good planning for you in the sports department with some good weather for those prep
the
sports.
show can go on.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
We appreciate your time as always, everyone, making KTTC your source